Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Elena. So this video we're going to be talking all about college organization and how to stay organized in college. This is so important because college is not about being smart. It's about knowing how to figure things out and staying organized and on top of your stuff. So I'm going to share all my tips that I have for staying organized and making sure I don't miss any deadlines, all that good stuff. But before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss out when I post a new college video. I make videos on beauty and lifestyle, so if you're interested in any of that, if you're interested in this college series, please stick around with me. Now let's just get into the video. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off this college series with an organization video because, oh my goodness, staying organized and learning how to be organized is like the secret to college, honestly. Like, that's how I feel. If you've seen my I failed all my classes video, you would know that I have failed all my classes. And this is why I'm doing this video, because so many of you commented on that video talking about how you are in the same boat and how you struggle with college as well. It's no secret that people in college struggle, especially first generation students. It can be really hard to find help and to stay organized and know what to do and all that stuff. So I want to be here to share my experience and give you guys some tips and what works for me. So I hope you guys like that. We're going to get into all of the organization stuff. I have so much stuff to share with you guys today. So I have my notebooks and stuff over here. I'm going to be looking at my notebook to make sure that I cover everything that I want to cover because I have so much to share with you guys. Organization is like a big deal in college. Like, college is not about being smart. It's about staying organized and it's about being on top of your stuff. My first tip for staying organized is finding out what works best for you. Whatever you like to do to stay organized, if you are someone who likes to type things out on your phone, on your laptop, whatever it is, keep that in mind. If you are someone who likes to write things down, keep that in mind. Because if you are someone who likes to type most of your stuff, it may be better to have a online planner. If you're someone who likes to write out and plan out your days and stuff like that, maybe a notebook planner is better for you. For me, I'm the more digital person. I like to keep things clean and minimal and simple, and I like apps that are simple and can help me with that. So a suggestion that I have is gonna be for emails. As students, we get so many emails and it can just be a lot. And so I have my phone right here and I just want to talk about the email app on your phone. So this is my iPhone 10, and the email app on the iPhone that it comes with is not at all good for you. Just go and delete it right now. I cannot tell you guys how much I hate the email app on iPhone because it just doesn't notify you of your messages until like you open it. And that's really frustrating when you miss emails, especially for a canceled class, for a new exam date, whatever it is, you might miss an email. So delete that iPhone mail app on your phone right now and download Gmail or Outlook or some other app, whatever app or email service you use. Download the app for it and have that in your phone because that app is probably going to be way better than the iPhone app. So the email apps that I have are Gmail and Outlook. Outlook is for my work email and Gmail is for my student email. I like to keep them separate so that way, you know, they're not all combined and stuff. So all my emails in Gmail are for student stuff and for other like personal things, all of that good stuff. And I have that there, and I have my notifications turned on. I make sure my notifications are turned on. I also make sure that I'm unsubscribed to anything that's unnecessary. If this means you having to create a whole nother email in order to not have spam in your account, then that's what you got to do. Because trust me guys, like, you need to organize your emails and not be that type of person that has thousands of emails in their email box just because you didn't organize your situation. So organize it and be on top of it because it's really important, and I'm guarantee you guys that having this more organized setup will help you and get you to what you need to be, if that makes sense. So my Outlook app is really nice because I have my calendar and my work email on there, so all of that is together. But for Gmail, I don't have a calendar app within my Gmail, so I have Google Calendar. And this is my next tip. Download Google Calendar. If you are more of a digital person like me and you don't really care to write your stuff down, like in a planner or any of that stuff, download Google Calendar and that will help you. I love my Google Calendar planner. I plan my whole days out through there. I plan my work schedules. I plan my whole life through there pretty much. The first thing I do whenever a new quarter or semester starts, I put in all of my classes and their times, just so I can see my whole week and what it's going to look like. I put in my classes, I put in their times. I also put in the classroom that they are held in, just so I can have that information there and easily accessible. I also put in my breaks. So this is really important because if you are a student who has class all day, or if you have multiple classes like different days and all that stuff, you want to make sure you schedule your breaks. That way you know when you have a break and how much time you really have. You will get used to like being in class, and getting used to your routine, but I think it's better to have it and to see it. That way you know what's going on. So that's all in here, so I can see what my days look like, and I can see when I'll be done, when I get to go home, when I start my days, all that good stuff. So I love Google Calendar for this. That's the first thing I do whenever I start new semester or a new quarter. I not only do this on Google Calendar, but I also do it on a physical calendar. So I have my physical calendar just so that way I can see it every day, in person, but also I can see it here. And the other thing I use Google Calendar for is to schedule all of my exams, all of my due dates. Anything that I need to do, I will schedule it in the Google Calendar. And this is nice because it will remind you. You won't miss an exam. You'll know when you'll have to study. You can schedule all that stuff. And you can play around with Google Calendar. I just really love Google Calendar. And it's my favorite calendar app just because of the way it's set up and it's easy to use. So if you are someone who likes to have a planner and to write out your stuff, do that too. Find a good planner, use it. I just never liked using planners because I would be excited for a planner. I'd go to Target, find a cute little planner. I'd find the perfect setup and I would love it and I'd buy it. It was like $10 or $15, and then I'd go home. For the first week, I'd schedule out all my stuff, and then by the next week, I just forgot about it. And it was just another thing that was in my bag that was taking up space. And I just wasn't constantly looking at it. And I just don't like to have an extra notebook in my bag just because I have so much stuff in my bag already. If you haven't seen my what's in my bag, you can see what's in my bag. And so you'll know that there's not much room for a planner. So my planner is all in my phone. And I have it all nice and color coded. All my breaks, all my work schedule, and you can play around with that. You can see what works for you, whatever it is. And so my other tip is in the beginning of the semester, when you start a new class or you start some new classes, it's really important to take all your syllabi and get all those due dates and schedule them out. Because if you don't, you're going to forget. You're going to forget that you had an assignment due. It's going to happen. You're going to forget about your assignments. It's just already putting it in your mind and you're already setting yourself up for success. All right, the next app I want to share with you is Blackboard. And this might be dependent on your university, on your college, on your school, whatever school that you go to, this might be dependent on that. But Blackboard is what my school uses. And I really like it because there's a Blackboard app. And your school might have its own app as well. I also have my school's app. I work with the digital transformation team, and so we're always doing stuff with the app, and I get to know all about that stuff, and it's really fun. So I have that app downloaded, and it's really nice because I get push notifications. I get all these types of things, and same thing with Blackboard. I get notifications whenever my exam grade was put in. Whenever there's a due date, whenever there's an announcement. Some professors might send out an announcement through Blackboard and it might not go to your student email, and you will only see it if you log into Blackboard. So if you don't have the app and you don't get those notifications, you might miss that. And if an exam date changes or if a due date changes and you miss that, it sucks because then you're like, oh my gosh, you missed out, and you don't want to do that. You want to set yourself up for success. Turn on your notifications, but also be selective about your notifications. If you are someone who gets bombarded with Instagram notifications, turn those off. I have my Instagram notifications turned off just because I get so many other notifications, like with email, with Blackboard, with whatever else that I have on my phone, messages, regular text messages. I want to make sure that my phone is clean, my digital space is clean, and I'm also sticking on top of my work. Next thing I want to share is Google Drive. Google Drive is what people use in the workplace. More likely than not, you will use Google Drive. Especially if you work on a team setting, you will need that. It's good to know Google Drive. It's also good to have it on your phone because I know so many people who use Google Drive and Google Docs to do all their work and their classwork, their homework, their notes, whatever else it is, and they have it there. That way they never lose it and they never have to worry about having their files in different areas and stuff like that. And I really suggest that you guys keep that on your phone. That way you can access things quickly. Like if it's a study guide, whatever it may be, you know, you might need to access it on your phone. So along with Google Drive, there's also OneDrive, which is Microsoft OneDrive, you know, that's their kind of system. That's another one that I like as well because at work, Microsoft is the system that I use. And so any documents that I have on my computer at work, I add them to the drive and I can see them on my phone. So it's really easily accessible, makes it easy, sets me up for success. I have all my documents there and it's really great to have. Another tip that I have for like apps and products, Microsoft Office. So I'm not sure how your school may work or may have this, but definitely try to check it out because I know so many people who do not know about this feature. But my university has Microsoft Office for free and you can download it on your Mac, on your HP, whatever it is that you have, you can download it. And I know so many people who didn't like to buy MacBooks because they thought they couldn't have Microsoft Office, but I have Microsoft Office on my Mac and it's so amazing because I can use Word and not have to use Pages or anything else. For the most part, I'm pretty sure most universities, especially public universities, will have it for free. So look into that and see how you can download it for free, possibly get a discount. I know they have student discounts, but download it and have that on your computer because you will need it. Trust me. Okay, so another app that I want to talk about is Canva. And these are for my design people or just for people who need to make stuff really quickly, like, you know, design pieces or whatever it may be. If you are not like a professional graphic designer, you might benefit from this. So Canva is an online designing software and I love this because this is what I used to design all of my work when I was a graphic designer at the Teaching Resource Center. But it's the easiest, simplest design software that you can find. I love it because you can make something from scratch or you can start from a template that they have. And this is great for something like an assignment that might require you to make something. So it's really simple and easy to use. And if you're not someone who's pretty savvy with Adobe, this is a good thing. So check that one out as well. And some other apps that I have are LinkedIn and Glassdoor. All of those you are going to need. Eventually, you guys are going to need to have your LinkedIn profile. You're going to have all that stuff because it's important to get a job. And applying for jobs is all online and having your resume is all online. That's another thing that I use Canva for. I make my resumes on Canva. I make my cover letters on Canva. They look really nice and, you know, it's easy. They have so many templates. I'll talk more about that in my how to make a resume video. I'll share all my tips and stuff like that, so stay tuned for that video. But LinkedIn and Glassdoor are good to have because LinkedIn you can apply to jobs or you can see what jobs are available. And Glassdoor will tell you like where the jobs are at, what people get paid. That way you can go in and ask for a fair wage based on your experience and all that stuff. I have some products that I want to share with you guys. The first product that I really want to share with you is Prime Student. Amazon Prime Student is so amazing. It's a discounted Amazon Prime account. And this is great for people who like to buy their books on Amazon, who like to buy anything on Amazon, really. I use Amazon for pretty much anything. And Amazon is really nice because you can get your shipments within 2 to 3 days. I love that because shipping is important, especially when you're buying a book or a notebook or whatever it is that you need to buy on Amazon. You need it fast. Sometimes people like to buy things on Amazon because it's too expensive in the store, whatever it may be. Amazon is just a big e-commerce store, but it's great because things come so quickly. So that's a good thing to check out too. All college students are broke. College is expensive. I'm going to talk about how to apply for financial aid and my tips for applying for financial aid. That way you guys can know how you can get more money with financial aid. I know that might seem weird, but I'll talk about it in my video. Another product that's student related is Apple Music and Spotify. There are student memberships for those two as well that are discounted. I have my Apple Music that's $5 a month, and I just verify it through Uni Days, so check that out as well. Another app or product that I want to mention is Chegg, and Chegg is where you can buy discounted books or you can rent them, whatever it is. That's a good place to go for books as well, because books are expensive, especially at universities and top ones as well. So I think that's it for all my tips. So if you guys have any more organization tips for me or for anyone else, share them down below in the comments. This is meant to help people, and so if you want to help people as well, share your thoughts and your tips down below. I hope this was helpful for at least someone. Even if you're not an organized person, maybe one of these tips will help you. Please subscribe to my channel before you leave and stick around because I'll be posting more college videos. But that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video.